Hello everyone, this is Tyrell Odin, your handsome cricket rock star, back with another video. Sunday night really was a thriller written within the stars at Arnorsfield in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as the St. Lucia Kings edged out the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons by exactly 4 runs in the third match of the Republic Bank 2026 competition. And if you missed that match, you missed out an absolute thriller because the Kings were well and truly behind their backs, or should I say, they were under the pump with over 7+ overs remaining when the Falcons needed 50 odd runs. And then their spinners, led by Captain Roston Chase and Mahesh Theekshana, drastically pulled the game back, and luckily in their favor, because had the spinners didn't pull it back, it was trouble. Now, keep in mind, Roston Chase hasn't bowled since the Test series with West Indies and Pakistan, or before that because of a finger laceration. Had he didn't come in the attack, they would have been in problems because already the Kings side were already without Noor Ahmed and Tim Seifert, who would normally be the backbones of their team, but given how they are likely to join the team for their next match, they will be more stronger than ever. The Kings, however, they did won the toss and elected to bat and posted a massive 187 for the loss of 8 from 20 overs. The star of the show was South African-born US player Andres Gous. He was in blistering form. He smashed 82 of 51 deliveries, hitting 6 boundaries and the same amount for the maximums as well. Now, he's in as a temporary replacement for the first couple of games before he heads off to the new European T20 League. The pick of the bowlers was Azari Joseph once again. He tried to stem the onslaught. He did pick up 3 wickets for 32, but the damage was done by Gous. So was the finishing role done by Matthew Ford alongside Shadley Van Schalkwak and McKenny Clark. Those extra 32 odd runs in the last 3 overs helped the Kings get near 190, because I thought at one stage, with the way how Gous was going, they were likely to get 200 plus. Remember, before the start of the game, I predicted via X that the Kings would get around 170 to 180. At least they got that on the board, because anything less, you're in problems. And if you didn't see the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons innings, it was a tale of 2 tracks. They were on track at one stage with 50 odd runs required from the last 8 overs. And then Roston Chase called upon himself and brought back Mahesh Theekshana into the attack, and the two of them put a big stranglehold on the Falcons' run chase. And get this, both of them bowled 4 overs and only conceded 18 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. 4 wickets between the two of them for 36 runs. And despite the lead surge from Fabian Allen with 28 of 17, the Falcons fell 4 runs shy of the target, finishing on 183 for the loss of 7. The Kings, they start their campaign with a narrow victory. For the St. Lucia Kings, Andre Gous was in lethal form on the night. So was Roston Chase and Mahesh Theekshana when it came to defending the total when the spinners came into the attack. Now, it just goes to prove that spinners can put a massive strangle on the team's total, especially when they're chasing a target. And Chase and Theekshana, they proved they can win matches entirely on their own in the middle overs, because at one stage their fast bowlers were very mercurial and expensive. And if you look at it, that's not the way how St. Lucia Kings would play. The negative for them, as I was just talking about, they were very expensive early on when Rakeem Cornwall and Evan Lewis was going guns blazing. And at that point, Matthew Ford was going around 12 runs and over. Then there was the mini collapse in the middle order of the Kings innings just before the rain interval. And had it wasn't for the rain interval and the collapse, they would have gotten even more runs on the board. For the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons, Evan Lewis made a return to form with the bat with a quick-fire 48 from 24 at the top at a strike rate of 200. Earlier on, when they were on the field, Azari Joseph, he continued his good form with the ball, taking 3 crucial wickets. Then their main weakest link, the Falcons' weakest link on the night, was the middle order. Tatinja Singh, who scored a half century in the first match against the Jamaica Kingsmen, he and Jamal Hamilton, they lacked strike rotation and were struggling to read the spin of Theekshana and Chase out there, who, by the way, did that tie the two batters down. Then two in the last 3 overs when Falcons were bowling, and that also made a difference as well. When Falcons bowled those last 2 overs, they conceded over 10 plus runs and over 32 runs to be precise, and that was really that really killed the momentum for the Falcons, to say the least. And personally, I didn't feel sorry for the way how they messed it up, because they shouldn't have not lost that match. Had Evan Lewis had stayed there till the end, they could have easily won the game. But in the end, there have been times in the past where he himself has gotten carried away and has thrown his wicket away very dismally, and that has led to teams collapse in the past. It happened when he was with St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots in previous seasons, and now it's happening again for the Falcons. Now they're 1-for-1. If you look at the points table, TKR are at the top with a positive net run rate. St. Lucia Kings are in second position. Don't forget, folks, Tuesday CPL action resumes. For the first time since 2019, CPL returns to the Sabina Park in Kingston, Jamaica, where the Jamaica Kingsmen will be looking to finally get some points on the board on home soil in front of its home fans when they face off against the Barbados Tridents. Back as Tridents after 2021, and this time around, Tridents, they'll be hungry for success. Remember, this year the final is in Barbados, and they really want to find some form from the get-go. And then their side is boosted this year, let me tell you. With all that said, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Remember, like, comment, and follow me on all my social media platforms, sorry to say the least. Till then, guys, be good, be cool, and we will catch each other on the next show.